The 1798 Emmet insurrection in Ireland was crushed very harshly by the British, forcing many of the Irish people to leave Ireland, beginning a real stream of Irish immigration into these United States. And it turned out in the 1840s, a series of famines pushed Irish people out of Ireland also, again coming into these United States, particularly the industrialized Northeast. Many of these people started to work in the mines of the areas around Eckley Miners Village. And so what happened is that they were very hard life they were living. And so the Irish formed a secret society called the Molly Maguires. And they attempted to find a way to have better wages and better working conditions through the Molly Maguires. And even Sean Connery and Richard Harris starred in a movie called The Molly Maguires. It's an excellent movie with a beautiful soundtrack by Henry Mancini. But the music that I'm going to sing right now is actually from that Emmet insurrection, and many of those Irish immigrants brought this spirit and this very song with them. Oh, then tell me, Shot O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Just hush a while, just hush, and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. By their orders from the captain, get you ready, quick and soon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. Oh, then tell me, Shot O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. At the old spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One word more for signal token, whistle up the martial tune. With your pike upon your shoulder, by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. With your pike upon your shoulder, by the rising of the moon. Out from many a mud wall cabin, as we're watching through the night, many a manly heart was throbbing for the coming morning light. Murmurs ran around the valley like a banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. And 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. There beside that singing river, that dark mass of men were seen, high above their shining weapons, on their own immortal green. Death to every foe and traitor, forward strike the martial tune. And our army fights for freedom by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. And our army fights for freedom by the rising of the moon. Well, they fought for dear old Ireland, and cruel bitter was their fate. But with glorious pride and sorrow fills the name of 98. Yet thank God while hearts are beating, each man bears a burning wound. We will follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. We will follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. We will follow in their footsteps by the rising of the moon.